Right, that's what it comes down to, is how high she was able. But the thing is, you guys try to do that with the wall and timing.
Yeah.
To get perfect timing to be able to make that catch.
And to keep the ball in sight, or to look away and then re-find it in midair, as you used to do in your career out there in left field, Jess Mendoza.
I almost jumped over the fence and hugged her when she made that catch. I was so pumped. It's so hard. She makes it look easy.
And that's in two different ballparks,
Yeah.
by the way. One here, and last weekend's was on the road as Bennett.
Explosive.
Maloney, the leadoff, lays down the sacrifice. So Bennett, after walking, is now at second base with 1 out.
On center fielder, Caden Henry.
So now Caden Henry, RBI opportunity in the first inning, and she made good on it. Singled out to right. Driving in the only run of the ball game. One of Michelle Smith's least favorite things in the world, a walk to a number 9 hitter.
To lead off the inning.
Get out of my head.
I don't know if
And it
there's
was a
anything
4
worse.
pitch.
Is there anything worse?
we were talking about Falby, and I didn't want to,
Didn't want to jump in there. I circled back around for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, again, those are some of those freshman mistakes that Oxley, is going to work her way through. The 0-2 hits, the 4-pitch walks, especially to the number 9 hole.
Another walk here, but I like the fact that she's stepping right in there and taking the ball. These are
yeah.
Game 1 and Game 3 starts in a series that would usually belong to the injured Keegan Rothrock. So
100%.
everybody is moving up a notch, and next woman up, see if she can work out of this jam now on a pair of freebies.
Well, after the big error she had in that first inning, she was able to shut down Mia Scott, Reese Atwood, to get out of that inning.
I mean, mentally, you can tell she's strong. She did a great job last week against Texas A&M.
Jams Scott there, and back on the grass is Riley Holtorf to make the catch. 2 down. Big get of Mia Scott. And now you got to deal with Reese Atwood.
Catcher, Reese Atwood.
So they've gotten Mia to pop up twice. Atwood popped up her first time.
Really done a good job of mixing in that changeup as well as that rise ball, screwball. That's the tone setter right there. She's going to throw that changeup around 50 to 52 miles an hour. A lot of great backspin on it.
Has a chance to tie or pass Taylor Thom for the all-time RBI lead at Texas in just 2.5 years. For the junior out of Sandia, Texas, Mike White has called her the best power hitter he's seen in his 20 years of coaching.
Just missed that.
Warning.
Reese
Warning.
Atwood.
Yeah. I mean, when almost half your hits are for extras, she will undoubtedly become their career RBI and home run leader eventually.
I was going to say, they're not going to throw that pitch again.
No.
Yeah, that's a
Go back
warning
to the
light.
changeup. Yep.
When that ball's fouled straight back, you as a pitcher know that you're lucky that the hitter just missed barreling that ball up.
That's the addition of veteran pitching coach Stephanie Van Brakel Prothro to Tim Walton's staff this year. The former SEC Pitcher of the Year at Alabama. Full count. Atwood gets a hold of it. Back it goes. Falby at the base of the wall makes the catch.
She wanted to climb it, Beth.
Too easy, Kendra, too easy. Talking to the first baseman, Reagan Walsh.
I love that. That's one of the things about Coach Walton is that the players come in here, they typically always leave far better than when they entered this program. He coaches them up. He's not just managing. He's working with them daily.
Well, and I love for any coach to watch how he was talking to them, because presentation and how you're able to talk to players, especially after a big error.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the voice, the tone. He's not yelling at them. They're already beating themselves up.
Yep.
trying to break through against Mac Morgan, who has retired the first 6 she has faced. So here's the bottom of the order coming up for Florida in the bottom of the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 6 have been on the ground. Scott couldn't field it cleanly, and the Gators have a base runner. It's Mia Williams.
I'm going to call that an error.
But what is hard with that play is that it's a slower runner, you know, and I love that Mia Scott wants to cut it off, but that was legit straight to the shortstop.
So that's where good, right? Jess has to come in and get that
Aggressive.
and talk. And they have to communicate on that.
Good is the new shortstop, replacing the injured Vivi Martinez, out for the season with a knee injury she suffered in the fall. That left side is pulled in with a suggestion that Comia wants to knock this one down into the dirt. Gabby getting the start as the DP. Freshman out of St. John, Indiana.
Really good bat-to-ball skills. You'll see her even with 2 strikes be able to hit pitches kind of down in the dirt. She'll just slow down her swing. Obviously, you mentioned how infield's pulled in. She's got the short game, but it's the bat-to-ball why Walton likes her.
That one to the right side. Their number 9 hitter coming up, Riley Holtorf. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And it looks like they may go to a pinch hitter here, as Brooke Bernard has bat in hand. Gut feeling here for Tim Walton. Bernard 2 for 12 on the season. Comes on to pinch hit. Does have a home run with a couple of runs batted in. Gators have been okay. RISP in the series, 7 for 17.
5 for 10 in game 2. And they've left 16 runners on base, but a lot of times that's a good sign knowing they are getting on base. But it's situations like now, being able to hit them in.
Well, there are times when you score 9 runs in 2 games, you think, oh, we should win these, but not when Texas scores 20 runs in 2 games, as was the case on Saturday. This appears to be a little bit more of a pitcher's duel early.
Well, when you're going up against a team like Texas, you've got to trade blows with them, right? You've got to answer when they scratch a run on the board. You got to put them up there as well.
That's where Texas has just been so good, too. Between Tegan Caban and Mac Morgan just getting inside of these right-handed batters.
Full count.
Right there. I mean, that's on the hands. That is a defensive, call it baseball a sword, just a barely able to make contact. It's an awkward swing, and that's just Mac Morgan doing Morgan things, getting in the kitchen.
Got her with a 3-2 and a strong.
And also about 71 miles an hour. Big strikeout for Morgan.
Top of the order in Falby. She can slap, she can hit away. Texas anticipating a slap. The outfield is pulled in. Falby swings away on that one and out recorded on the way to first. Runners advance. 2 in scoring position here for Taylor Shoemaker, who is looking for a breakout swing in this series against Texas.
Huge at bat for the freshman.
came into the weekend #1 in the country in RBI and home runs. Has registered neither so far against Texas. A couple of singles. Will now try and get Taylor home.
Yeah, beautiful swing, great adjustments from game 1 and 2 to here in game 3, being able to barrel up that inside pitch.
Well, it's interesting, Smitty, is she was out here early today just trying to pull the ball. Like, look, they're coming inside on me. I got to not just stay inside out on everything. And I was talking to her. She's like, I'm just trying to get my barrel to right field. I love she goes old school swing, though, gets it right back to left center.
And sometimes that thought process of, okay, I'm going to try and pull, just helps you be just early enough to be able to hit that ball middle oppo. It's funny how the adjustments, what you think you're doing and what you actually work on, how it helps you get back into your rhythm. Remember, this inning started with that error over at third base. Florida taking the opportunity.
Slow roller right back to Morgan. Fires it to first side, retired with a rise ball her first time up.
I love that. Starts her off with a screwball in the inner half. Not afraid to come underneath the hands of the righties.
Look at that, 4 home runs in her last 6 hits, which have 2 home runs all of last year, 2 home runs before this series began.
And one was stolen.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'd be 5 of 6.
And she talked about just timing. She's like, I just needed to get my front foot down early. Just try to get on time.
Smashes that one down the line,
Oh.
and foul ball just beyond the wall.
Poor Biotis trying to do what her center fielder
She
did.
tried to Falby that one.
That's right.
They got close.
Oh, coming right at you. Oh! Just missed it.
She's a little shorter than
Nice play at second base. Mia Williams climbing the ladder to grab it. Even pops it up, 2 down. Well, actually has now retired the last 4 in a row.
Texas designated player, Joey Mitchell.
And the biggest thing getting outs, this part of the order for Texas, is the fact that you want minimal at-bats for the top 4 hitters in this lineup.
There's Joey Mitchell. Jolie singled in the second inning on an oops 0-2 changeup. Crowd liked that off speed, 1-1. Texas scoring its 1 run in its first 2 hitters of the game. A 3-base throwing error followed by Caden Henry's RBI single. Just been told as well by the official scorer that Mia Williams on the Mia Scott error, that has now been changed to a single for Mia Williams in that last inning. Oof. How about that? So they had 3 hits that inning.
I think
Just the messenger, Smitty.
I know. As I'm
Hold her
defending the
back, hold her
pitcher,
back.
I'm defending the pitcher. I feel like that's a playable ground ball.
I would concur. Full count. Ninth pitch of this at-bat coming from Mitchell. To short, Holtorf bobbles, second chance, in time to get her. It's a 1-2-3 inning for trouble that last inning. Taylor Shoemaker, a 2-run double, has Florida on top. Here are the 4, 5, and 6 batters. This is Jocelyn Erickson. Grounded out down to first base, her first time up.
You're starting to see Florida take the pitch outside now and look for the pitch in. So first pitch of this at bat, Erickson coming in. She hadn't been swinging that pitch at all, fouled it off, took the pitch that's away.
Well, neither pitcher is really getting that outside pitch called for a strike.
And that hits her. First free pass. I think that got body. I don't think it hit the shield. Just trying to shake it off. Reagan Walsh. Gators successful 3 of the 5 times, advancing runners so far tonight.
This is the part of the lineup that bops, though. I mean, you've got your three of your 4 big home run hitters back to back to back.
Is Reagan Walsh with 9 on the year. Trying to fend off the home sweep. They dropped both ends of a doubleheader on Saturday. Didn't play yesterday because of the inclement weather. With the injury to Rothrock probably affecting the Gators pitching staff more so than Texas. As you would imagine, with an All-American like that, the numbers better for the whole staff when Rothrock is available and playing than have been without her these last few weeks. There's a base rip out to center for Walsh. Well, and we heard Mike White say they may need to make a change shortly. Apparently it's not just yet. Citlali Gutierrez has been warm out in the bullpen. She's been their top arm in relief this year. 1 appearance in this series as a start and did not make it out of the first inning. Fouled off the bat of Kenley Cahalan. Two for 8 in the series so far is Cahalan. Chops that to second. They'll get the force of Walsh, but no turn. 1 down with runners on the corners. So an RBI chance now for Mia. William Singleton scored the last inning, and now Mike White may be making his move. Morgan will depart here. 3 1/3 innings of work. And they will turn to Citlali Gutierrez. Had come into the weekend with the #1 ERA in the country. And the pitching change for Texas will take the timeout. Right-hander from Stanford, Texas. Junior was an all Big 12 arm last year. And Citlali Gutierrez, her 2nd appearance of this series, her 1st in relief.
Yeah, Gutierrez also a specialist in the lower half of the zone, has some really good movement, some late sharp break. And she's going to be in the upper 60s. She throws that 3 different speeds, so it's a lot of off speed that you have to really try to time up, but it's again that down ball, so lower quadrant of the zone, but a lot more speed mixes than what Florida just saw with Mac Morgan.
She arrives with 2 on base, 1 out, facing Mia Williams. A hit batter and then a single, and that was all for Mac Morgan, who goes 3 1/3 innings. Florida saw Gutierrez Saturday briefly. In fact, it was just 5 batters faced, and they jumped on her. Seems to have the... it seems to be a better fit coming out of the bullpen for them this year.
Squeeze.
Is that a squeeze?
Yeah, just trying with that off-speed running away from Williams.
I mean, if that's Taylor Shoemaker, you catch it.
Exactly.
So 2 of the 3 runs got on base with what, well, should have been an error and a hit batter. And it's 3-1 Gators. They've got another duck on the pond. Comia. From Gutierrez. Is that something you would discuss in the dugout as an outfield, or even first and third base? Well, I guess it depends on how deep it is. But hey, this is a close game tonight. Let's not catch those if they're foul balls.
At this age, you'd have to.
Yeah,
definitely. But it's something you talk about more at practice.
Comia pops it up. Good is there, makes the catch. But another run in for Florida, trying to win this game 3 of the series. Not happen very often. With the success of this Florida team over the years. 8 SEC regular season titles, 6 SEC tournament titles. Of course, the 2 national championships. They were the SEC tournament champs last year after Tennessee won the regular season back-to-back for the Lady Vols.
Yeah, I think what was 2 years ago, the Vols were tournament winners and regular season winners. That doesn't happen very often either.
Usually the SEC tournament is an absolute free-for-all, and adding Texas and Oklahoma, I think, more of the same this year down at Georgia. Case in point, there you go. 4 different in the last 4 years. Alabama, right, still the only program that has won the tournament on their home field. They've done it twice. And a strikeout for Oxley, was now retired 6 in a row.
I like the fight that she's shown. Tim Walton talked about it with us in the interview. Just, you know, starting the game off with that error, but not letting it define her, understanding how to move forward. That is not easy. Coming into this kind of ace role, throwing the first and third game of a big series. Doing the same last weekend against A&M.
Well, she's got a really good role model and friend in her own dugout, and Keegan Rothrock. She can also look across the way at Tegan Cavan, last year's stud freshman. I love what she told us when we talked to her this week. Confidence is not the absence of self-doubt, but the ongoing resistance to self-doubt. And that ability to bounce back from mistakes, not about the last pitch, it's about the next one.
Acknowledging that self-doubt's going to be there. You try to just say, I'm always going to have that confidence. No, it's always going to creep in.
Cavan got the win in games 1 and 2 of this series. Certainly on the short list for All-America consideration. That's going to be a tough call for SEC Pitcher of the Year.
Yes, it will be.
The way Raylan Chafin started out, Sydney Berzon, right, still undefeated at LSU.